As Jesus sat with his disciples on the Mount of Olives explaining his second coming, the disciples asked him, "When will this happen? And what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age?" Jesus answered, "Watch out that you are not deceived, for many will come in my name claiming, 'I am he,' and the time is near. Do not follow them. When you hear of wars and uprisings, do not be frightened. These things must happen first, but the end will not come right away. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be great earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places, and fearful events and great signs from heaven. All these are the beginning of birth pains. There will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. On earth, nations will be in anguish and perplexity at the roaring and tossing of the sea. People will faint from terror, apprehensive of what is coming on the world, for the heavenly bodies will be shaken. At that time they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. When these things begin to take place, stand up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near." Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. Be careful, or your hearts will be weighed down with carousing, drunkenness, and the anxieties of life. And that day will close on you suddenly like a trap, for it will come on all those who live on the face of the whole earth. Be always on the watch, and pray that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen, and that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man. For then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be equaled again. These events foretold in Scripture are commencing. History reveals they have been happening and are happening now, growing in proportion and intensity. One day, life as we know it will change drastically, unlike anything anyone has ever seen or known before. Are you prepared? For there will be calamity and disaster that disrupt lines of communication, food supplies, and water sources. 1/3 of Earth's population will be decimated. It will be a time of great tribulation. Our hardness of heart, our unrestrained evil has reached full cup, and the time has come where God intervenes to deal with the wickedness by shaking the heavenly bodies and arresting the tension of everyone on earth. This marks the judgment of the living before his glorious and long-awaited second coming, the harvest. Fear will strike the hearts of those of whom these events come upon unexpectedly, even the elect, uncertain of what is happening as the world turns to a state of panic. Take heed, for the Lord your God planned these things, and that they were spoken of through the prophet Daniel, by Jesus in the book of Matthew, John, and Luke, and through the apostle John in the book of Revelation. Know and understand these prophecies, for most aren't imagining nor anticipating such events. Who can conceive the magnitude of such devastation to befall earth in those days? We are living in the end times, and the last days are imminent. Hold fast to the Lord your God. Blessed is the one who reads aloud the words of this prophecy, and blessed are those who hear it and take to heart what is written in it, because the time is near.